So smartboards in the classroom. This is going to be a presentation on how they're useful inside the classroom, the pros and cons about them, and how they've been integrated throughout the classroom, and how they've honestly grown over the years. So, smartboards are important inside of the classroom because they provide students with an interactive way to learn. They also allow students to gain confidence in the subject they're currently learning. The use of technology is a game changer for the classroom as a whole. I would have to agree with these statements completely because I do feel like smartboards inside the classroom build up a student's confidence in what they're learning because they are able to show their peers and their teacher openly that they know what they're learning. You can use different colors, you can highlight things, your teacher can come up and help you as well while you're doing this. Another important thing is that you get to, something that might be fun for your student is they get to use the fun pens. It's a different way to learn inside of the classroom besides having to write down on a paper or just having to listen to your teacher talk about the lesson at hand. So this can be used inside of the classroom to go over lessons on a bigger scale. As the educator inside the classroom, you can write on certain slides or make your point clearer. You can also have students interact with it as well to create collaboration throughout your classroom. This will obviously be good for you as the teacher because you can project onto the smartboard what you're teaching, that lesson. You can also write on the for instance, if you're showing a PowerPoint to your class and you want to make notes on it, you can write on it and improvise and have real examples of what you're trying to teach instead of just reading off of a slide. Once again, you can also have students interact with the whiteboards to create a sense of collaboration and work between students. Some advantages and disadvantages of having a smartboard inside your classroom. So some of the advantages are that once again there's classroom collaboration between students. This helps show that we can work together. It helps show that their peers that they know what they're doing. It helps build confidence. It helps create a sense of community within your classroom where we all work together to better our learning. You can also have interactive lesson plans where you can have students who can go up to the board and click through the slides or can press certain buttons that make different things go. Like, there are so many different applications that you can use with this. It also creates for an easy demonstration for your classroom as well. So you can just put on the board like bullet points of what you want to have said and it'll be up there. Now, some disadvantages that it can have are that it can cause a distraction for students or be a distraction for students, just because of there might be so much going on with it that they might get lost in just the smartboard itself instead of the lesson at hand. The smartboards, some of them like to have glitches or break, so it could also be sort of an annoyance in your classroom if it is constantly breaking or malfunctioning. And then it can also, because of that, it can also slow down your instructional time because you're having to work around technology issues. So some future implications that you can have this is the use of smartboards has and will continue to improve as technology improves. Smartboards are used to come off the wall and stand in the middle of the classroom and take up a lot of classroom space. So you as a teacher had to put it in a place in the classroom that wasn't in everyone's way. Newer smartboards are built into the whiteboards itself, so it takes up less space and can be used for multiple purposes. So you could write on it with dry erase markers and also use it as an interactive board. After researching about smartboards within the classroom, I would have to say that they're early adapters. Before researching about the use of smartboards inside the classroom, I understood what they were used for because I grew up with them as they developed. I would use a smartboard inside of my classroom because I think that they're an innovative way to learn. So I thought about using technology in the classroom, and I was thinking, I thought about technology that I've used or seen before inside of a classroom that was interesting and innovative, and that's how I came up with the smart boards, because growing up I always thought that they were the coolest, most innovative thing yet. And each school year I would come back to school and they would just somehow get better, and I wanted to sort of capture that through this PowerPoint. So yes, thank you.